Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Tax the Bay. Today's video is going to be QuickBooks Online and how to do a VAT return. As like with the other couple of videos that I've done with Zero and Free Agent, this is just a very simple guide on where you need to go to be able to complete your VAT return and submit it to HMRC. Also we go through and make sure that your settings are correct to where you need to go to set up your VAT settings. So let's get right into it. Actually, before I start, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. Drop a like on the video. It helps us just understand if the videos are helpful, and we like to help people move on in the world of business because it's a very tough industry at the moment, whatever industry you're in. With the new reporting requirements via HMRC that are coming in. I understand from a conversation I had with a software provider, the making tax digital for corporation tax and self-assessment has been put back a year, so that's not coming in until 2021. So it gives a little bit of breathing space, but for those people that are over the VAT threshold, MTD is applicable to you now. So let's make sure that we get everything right in software, and we use these software as the tools that they're meant to be. So we're going to start off on a very simple set up the VAT module, then run the VAT return. So inside QuickBooks, the easiest way to set up your VAT, now it won't let me do this because it's already set up, but what you'd need to do is go to taxes, and then it would have VAT, and it will come up with a window, and the window it would come up with is basically this window, which is select your current period, start of the current VAT period, your frequency, whether you're standard or cash, the effective date of the new scheme, your VAT registration number, if you're on the flat rate scheme, and then if you're registered for making tax digital, and you would turn it on. That's all the settings that there are, and then once that's set up, it will then start recording your VAT as you're doing the transactions. So it's a very simple screen that it does, and what would happen then is you would then be produced with this screen. Obviously we've done a couple of VAT returns inside this company, so your one will be blank if you haven't put any transactions in at the start, but if you'd had put transactions in, then it would automatically calculate it and give you a running total. So if we go back to the dashboard, you'd have entered some transactions. You can see that we've got some expenses last month, we've got some sales invoices, blah blah. You've entered it for the course of the quarter. You now come back to, what does my VAT figure look like? So again, if you go to taxes, now if you're part of the CIS industry and VAT, when you go to taxes, you'll have two options, and you'll have VAT and CIS. So you can then click on the relevant tax that you need to, but today we're just concentrating on VAT. You'll be met with this screen. Now this does the current period. What this top figure is what you're actually due to pay or reclaim as a refund. This is what you've collected on sales. This is what you've collected on purchases. It has the return here. It says it's open, it's waiting for it to be submitted. Obviously if you've entered everything, you've done your bank rec and everything else, this is the final figure. What you would need to do is just click on submit return and then submit to HMRC. It's coming up with that because I'm in a demo company, and then you'd enter your government user ID and password, and then yes, I want to submit, and then it would automatically then transfer the VAT figures over to HMRC. Once it's done it successfully, it will then create the next period automatically, and if you've already put transactions in for the future period, it will automatically do the calculation. And every time you make a change, every time you do a sale in the period, or every time you do a purchase as VAT, this figure will change automatically. So you could do the sale, come to this figure, and it will automatically change the figure. So it's not like the old-fashioned Save Line 50 where you have to run the VAT report. This does it on a continuing basis in the background, so it makes it very easy. You can see what balances you've got with reference to VAT returns. If you went to pay them, you can see that they're paid. So you can just keep an eye on it as well. So it's not hard to keep a track of your VAT and not get into trouble with not paying your VAT. That's all there is for today. Like I said, it's a very short video. We'll be doing more videos around projects and classes in the coming days. So you can, if you want to do a more project-based scenario, then keep an eye out for that. Keep this up to date and try and be as accurate as possible. If you're unsure, refer to your advisor, accountant that you have, because they should be the ones that are helping you. Certainly with our clients, what we always say to them when they're using this software, if you're unsure on how to do something, either refer to our videos, drop us an email, or just get in contact via telephone, and we can log on at the same time, and we can tell you where it needs to go if it's been put in the wrong place, and we can just give you that continued development of understanding of where you need to put stuff. So don't just plough a lone furrow. Keep in contact with your advisor and accountant, and if you're finding you're not getting the help, come and speak to us. We're more than happy to help you, and we can discuss how we can help you moving forward, and then you can take it from there. So like I said at the start of the video, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hope you're finding these videos helpful. Hit the subscribe button, hit a like on the old video, and we'll see you soon.